Upgrade to Shore non-stop protection.
England have made more history, reaching their first Women's World Cup final after beating Australia 3-1 to set up a showdown with Spain on Sunday. Former England keeper Rachel Brown-Finnis has praised the squad's resilience and composure as Serena Wiegman's side produced one of their best ever performances to reach the final.
Well, yeah, I was doing my commentary for the TV, which was just unbelievable. And, you know, at times when you're supposed to keep your poise and your calm, that just all went out the window. You know, after that second goal and then the third goal, just really sealed the deal when it still felt edgy and Sam Kerr had missed a kind of glaring opportunity. One had bounced over the bar off of her head. Mary Earps made a brilliant save. You know, all those things were sort of put to history. And you're right, the chance to kind of celebrate that journey, this momentous time, getting to a historic first ever World Cup final, to be able to get down there and celebrate with the current team, with the captain, with the likes of Lucy Bronze, who I used to play with, Mary Earps, who, you know, we've been in squads together for years. So
biggest hug? Who do you get the biggest hug from?
Mary Earps. Yeah, me and Mary, you know, we've talked about the fact that she can't even buy a shirt. My kids want a shirt. She can't get the shirt. Nobody can get the shirt. They should get the shirt. In a World Cup finalist, an iconic team now, but she had a stellar game. She's done that all tournament, kept them in it at different times. Even a Haiti game, roll back to match day one, and she's doing it still in the semi-final.
Well, England head into the final, having won all 6 of their matches so far. Spain have scored a tournament high 17 goals in their 5 victories. But there's disharmony in the squad. The players have made their feelings known about coach George Vilda, and former England goalkeeper Rachel Brown-Finnis believes this will give England the edge.
From a togetherness point of view, there's no way that they're as together as the England team. You know, there's still going to be that discord between the players and the manager, Jorge Vilda, because coming into this, you know, they were not united in wanting him to be the manager, simple as that. And I don't think anything will have changed. Of course, belief will have gathered, momentum will have gathered. They're arguably one of the most technically best teams in the world, you know, hence they've got to a final, even though you would imagine a more united manager, a better manager would bring that extra level out of them.
I'm really interested as a player, what's their motivation? Is it to do it for themselves? Because there's got to be a sense that they kind of don't really want to do it for him, some of those players.
Well, you know, sort of on occasions being in a similar position, you do it genuinely for your country, because you've played for England. It's all you've ever wanted to do, and to play for England at the World Cup is the pinnacle. So you get yourself, you know, to a final, which is, they'll be pinching themselves, they'll be then, you know, straight back into getting ready for the final, knowing that it is actually here. And for, you know, for a number of those, this will be their one and only chance. As I said, first time for both teams already. Who's to say it will ever come again, you know, for their nation, or even, you know, certainly for them as a collective, but even for their nation. So you have to kind of put your kind of emotions to one side and think, right, well, I'm either in or I'm out. And if you're in, you're 100% in. And that is as simple as that. It's that professional head-on.
England's recent record against Spain, look at this, makes for actually pretty good reading, doesn't it? The last 10 matches, England have won 5 and drawn 3. Should we expect goals? Well, those matches have averaged 2.6 goals per game.
Don't think Spain are quite the Spain we've seen previously and last year. We've seen moments, of course, and Bon Matty's having an unbelievable tournament. We've seen a lot of squad rotation. You know, it's a bit unpredictable to see who will actually start that match. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of vulnerability at the back for Spain. I'm not convinced. I think from seeing how Japan picked them apart, it's so doable to beat them. And I'm confident in the Lionesses. I think we can go the whole way and win it. I really do.
So ecstasy for England, agony for Australia. The expectation was high amongst the Matildas fans, but the dream is now over, and the reaction, however, has been one of pride.
Mixed emotions, gutted, absolutely shattered for the Matildas, but also we're really proud. I think the nation has been, you know, united in a way we've never seen before. We've seen the TV ratings, like over 7.1 million on Channel 7 free to air, and we don't even have the Optus ratings for that. So it's the most watched program in the history of our TV ratings, which is magnificent. And what the Matildas have been able to do is just so special in this country. So I think everyone acknowledges that and acknowledges it's not just what they've done on the pitch, because they did something on the pitch we've never seen before in Australia, getting to the semi-finals, but it's more what they've managed to do off the pitch that we have never seen in Australian sporting history.
We've all been absolutely loving it, haven't we? Mark, Patrick, Dougie, I'm sure you were all watching that one, but what about the final? What hopes do you have for England? Where are you going to watch it, Dougie?
Oh, I'm hugely excited. Yeah, I think they've got such momentum behind them. I'm actually going to be watching at my mum's house in Yorkshire. The whole family's getting really involved. I think that's the best thing about England's women's team. It feels like they just create such a passion, even amongst people that don't even watch football. So everyone's very hyped in the Critchley household.
That was exactly what happened yesterday. So I was coming up to Sky Sports yesterday and I stopped at Fleet Services and I didn't get the time to watch the game, but I walked into the service station and it was on the big screen and everyone had gathered around the screen. You know, there were kids, there were women, there were men, everyone was just there. And I watched the last 5 or 6 minutes, the extra time with everyone, and when they won there was a big cheer and you could just sense that every single person really was behind the Lionesses and was so proud of what they'd done. But it was one of those moments where everyone just stopped and they had to watch the final few minutes of that game because it was so special and so significant.
I'm going to have a massive English breakfast and a proper mug of Builder's tea and watch it with the little one. You've got a 2-year-old at home, haven't you, as well? Where are you going to be watching it? And what about your predictions as well, I guess, for these 2 European sides, Patrick?
It's a really difficult one to predict. I think there are so many game changers in the Spain side. I will watch it with my little girl, provided she doesn't just say no. I'm not an England fan, but born in Spain, live in England, lots of rooting interest here. So watch it at home, and I'm thinking maybe 2-1 England.
Oh, OK, there you go. I mean, I'm a Scotland fan, but it's all right. I hope the women do all right. I'm fully behind you, I promise you. Thank you very much indeed for now, guys, from the Football Daily.